Hi guys, this is week 3 of our summer program here at the West Florida Public Library. I'm John and I'm going to go over all the projects this week that we have. First of all, you need to make sure that you picked up the week 1 stuff because it has a lot of good things in it that you're going to need to do these projects as well. All right, well, let's see what we got going on here. Okay, I'm just going to dump it all out, all right, and we'll see what's happening. First of all, we're going to be making several cool things. One is our turtle. That's going to be in the project. A bird feeder. Okay. We're also going to have a piece of paper in there that's going to take you through a nature walk. And we're also going to have a piece of paper in there that's going to have you build a food pyramid, which is kind of cool as well. But what's going to be in this project, or at least your paper bag for this week? Well, you're going to have some construction paper because you're going to need it to make the turtle. A CD for the turtle. And we have a pattern for your turtle as well. Okay, so those are the things that were in there for the turtle. For the bird feeder, and at least I saved one of my beads, the rest of them just fell out everywhere. We're going to need beads to connect the bird feeder together. We're going to need a CD again. If I can get it off the ground. A CD again. We're going to need a plastic cup. We're going to need a pencil to poke holes in the plastic cup. And we're going to need string so that we can make our bird feeder that you can feed birds or squirrels. Doesn't make any difference. Okay? So, one of the things that we have here is the food pyramid. You would cut it out. It has instructions on how to put different pictures of, and you're going to have to find these pictures of different foods and things like this that we're going to put on here. We're also going to need, for the turtle, our instructions plus the pattern that we had here earlier. Then the bird feeder, our instructions for the bird feeder, plus all the material that we have there. And a fun thing that I like is the adventure walk. And in this adventure walk, you're going to be searching for flowers, you're going to be searching for nuts and seeds and clovers and sticks and all sorts of things in the outdoors. And that's going to be really fun when you walk around, you're outside your house, to find all these different things. Now, one of the things that you're going to have from your week 1 package is scissors, because you're going to have to cut the string on the scissors with the scissors, and you're going to have all this information and all of this stuff for week 3 of the West Florida Public Library summer program. I hope you enjoy your week 3. I think it's going to be a lot of fun, and I look forward to seeing you in the weeks to come. All right, you guys take care. Bye-bye. Hi, this is John with the West Florida Public Library, and we're here today to talk about CD bird feeders. Well, this is week 3 of the summer program that the library puts on every year, and today we're going to talk about bird feeders. Well, we're going to need instructions once again. Okay, we're going to need 3 beads that may roll away on me. We're going to need 1 plastic cup. we're going to need 4 pieces of string 12 inches long. We're going to need 1 string 2 feet long, and we're going to need 1 sharp pencil. And that's what it's going to take for us to put together. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot the most important thing for a CD bird feeder, a CD. Okay, so this is what we're going to use to put the CD together. When we get started on our bird feeder, the first thing we need to do is take the plastic cup, and we need to poke a hole in the bottom of the cup with our pencil and 4 holes in the side of the cup at the top. And this is what we're going to do to use for our string to hold the bird feeder up. The next thing we're going to do, and I always like to do this, some people don't, but I like to tape the ends of the string, and that way they don't unravel on me and I'm able to put things where I need to put them. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to tie your 2-foot string onto one of the balls, okay? One of the little wooden balls that are provided. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to push it through the bottom of the cup here. Once you get the string fed through the bottom of the cup, as you can see here, okay, we'll hold this way too, and the balls on the inside, okay, then what we're going to do is we're going to take the CD, okay, and we're going to put it silver side up, okay. We're going to feed the string through the CD and place it on the bottom. Now, of course, if we just did this, everything would fall apart. So what we're going to do next is we're going to take 2 of the balls here, and we're going to place them on the bottom as we thread the strings through them to tighten them up, okay? Okay, once we get the strings through the beads, we're going to do a couple square knots in our strings. And a couple square knots is very easy to do. It's like you can do a granny knot, you can do 2 square knots, but it's usually left over right, right over left. Okay, so here we go. So there's one, and here comes the second one. Okay. Now, you want to make sure you get them tight so that they hold everything together. Okay, see, so it's not moving, which is a good deal. Now, you're going to let these hang down in case you want to do something with them. Okay, and you can make them oh, I don't know, do wind chimes, you can put beads on them, you can do any number of things that you want to, and it's all up to you to personalize it and make it what you want to make it. Okay, so now the next step is to take the 4 strings that you had before. Well, there's 2 of them. I know there's some more in here somewhere. There's 3 and there's 4. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to tie the strings through the holes and make a knot. Okay, now we're doing this with, once again, a couple square knots, and to tighten them up. Okay, and you're going to let the strings go up like this because we're going to do all 4 sections, and then we're going to tie them up and make them all up here, tie them in a string, and then we're going to make a hanger out of this right here. Okay, now that we've tied on all 4 strings around the cup, okay, so you can see where we've tied the strings around the cup, then we put them all up together and then tied them in a knot, which you can see right here, tied them in a knot up there. then you have a bird feeder. Now, with your bird feeder, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to fill this part up with bird seed so that the birds will have something to eat on their long journey south. Well, actually, we're in the south, so when they get here after their long journey, they'll be hungry. So we have some bird seed that we put in here. Now, one of the things that you do have to look out for is that this bird feeder may also become a squirrel feeder. And that's cool too, because squirrels got to eat as well. They just might eat more bird seed than your birds do. But otherwise, that's all there is to it. Okay? So, once you've made your CD bird feeder, you need to go to mywestfloridapubliclibrary.com and to claim your badges with the code word BIRDS, BIRDS, and make sure that you put that in Beanstack and record your progress towards your prizes. Well, thank you very much for visiting with me today. I hope you guys will have fun building this, and I will be talking to you soon. Goodbye.
Welcome to week 3. We're going to be making a turtle. In the Gulf Coast region, sea turtles are an important contributor to our ecosystem. So let's learn how to make a turtle. What we're going to need is our glue stick, our ruler, a CD, some scissors, a pen and or a pencil, and our construction paper. To get started, we're going to cut out 1-inch lines from our construction paper. So now we have 6 1-inch green strips. Now we're going to do the same here. We're going to find, again, along the short side, and I cut the paper in half. And this time when we do the 1-inch strips, we're going to leave 1 inch at the end. So we'll measure it up. Draw line. We're only going to cut it to this point.
Now that we have the ends attached, we're going to weave it. I've already weaved 2. Then you'll see that we're going to weave the opposite of the one before. So this one will go under, over, under, and over, under again, and over. And then the next one will be the opposite of that. While you're weaving, you want to go ahead and make sure that you keep your papers aligned so that they can all fit together.
Sea turtles are also known as the lawnmowers of the sea. They love to eat seagrass, and that keeps it short enough so other animals can swim around comfortably. Alright. And now we're all done. Now let's go ahead and cut out our turtle pieces. We've got the head, its legs, and tail. Now that I have the legs and tail cut out, we're going to put glue all over the front of the CD. Sure that you really get the edges well, and then put it right in the middle of our pattern. We're gonna let it sit for about 30 seconds and then cut around the CD. Now we have a beautiful turtle shell. We're gonna glue the legs onto the bottom. Don't forget his little tail also. We can flip him over. There. And now we have our sea turtle. Go swim through the sea.